everyone, and welcome back to another Kid-A-Loo tutorial where today we will be talking about Minecraft Legends and discussing some of the starter game tactics that you need to know for both offense and defensive strategy, along with some other early game tips and tricks you don't want to miss. Let's go ahead and get into it. Quick tip, as you're setting up your game, there is a training mode option you can use to test out strategies and get in some practice against a computer opponent. This is a good place to get familiar with the controls and practice directing your troops before taking on a player opponent. Now when you first spawn in, the clock is ticking and you will need to move fast to get the materials you need to start beefing up your base. Use your map by pressing the M key on your keyboard to view the different biomes and quickly locate the resources you need, as well as find the piglin bastions and your player opponent locations. You start with 3 allays and you want to make the best use of those so that you aren't constantly having to stop to go locate more resources in the middle of the battle. Finding the big rock piles will give a massive amount of stone blocks and will keep your allay busy for a while. Same thing with wood. Find a dense section of multiple trees or a really large tree to keep them collecting longer. Go ahead and build a carpenter hut as soon as you can. That will help heal your base and slow down attack damage. If you are able to survive an early game attack, you can start to build base improvements and expand the number of resources you can collect in order to build better defenses and more powerful offensive weapons. Collect lapis gems from the piglins in order to build spawners and summon your different mobs. You can wait for the piglins to come to you and collect the lapis gems they drop, or you can go find them at the bastion encampments. The piglins drop lapis gems, and the piglin structures will drop prismarine crystals, which you will use for base upgrades and unlocking new structures you can build. If you do have a player rush your base early game and start spawning in stone golems to attack your main structure, it is very hard to defend against. If you try to kill them yourself, your opponent can simply spawn another group in and send them your way as fast as you can kill them off. You must be able to spawn your own defense golems and either take the player or their spawner structure out before you are overrun. Multiple arrow towers can help, but they don't do enough damage on their own to stave off repeated attacks. As soon as you can, you should build a plank golem spawner or 2. Create enough mobs that you can chase down your opponents if they're camping at your base and destroy any mob spawners they have built before they can use them. If you can take the other player out, then they will respawn at their own base back on the other side of the map, and you will have a small reprieve to continue building your defense, restocking your army and destroying any spawners they may have left. Sometimes the best defense is a good offense. The game will warn you and other players when your base is being attacked, so taking the fight to them may force them to return home and defend their own territory rather than continuing to attack you. Remember, you can use the map to teleport back to your home base, so use that when you can to save time in travel. If you want to use the rush-in tactic, you will immediately head toward a piglin bastion and collect enough lapis gems to build a golem spawner or 2 near your opponent's base. You will want to send your allays out to collect as you are traveling so that when you get there, you can build a small forward base off to the side and start sending in your troops. Once you have one wave going, you immediately spawn in another and send them along. You can run around to avoid getting killed while your troops are on the offense. Building multiple spawners will allow you to send troops from multiple sides. If you are really fast, this is a strategy that is super hard to fend off early game. So what are your strategies for attacking or for stopping an early game attack? Let me know in the comments. And if this video helped you out, please consider smashing that like button and subscribing for more Minecraft Legends content and tutorials, and we will see you guys on the next video.